Hi guys, welcome to another video. What is it about Van Cleef? Van Cleef and our pals. People either love it, they hate it, they think it's poor quality, they think it's amazing. What do I think? Will I be ever buying any of their pieces? Let's get going. I am a luxury lover. You guys know that. I love a luxury bag. Luxury bags seem to be my thing. We all have things that we gravitate to. For me, it's the bags. I have never been interested in fine jewellery of the branded type. I have a local jeweller that I don't have a massive amount of fine jewellery. I would love more, I would, but I tend to go to my local jeweller and I just prefer to do it that way. So why have I, as a luxury lover who loves all these brands, we love a logo, I don't mind something being recognisable, for example, why have somebody like me never fallen into the trap of looking at something like Van Cleef or Cartier for that matter, but we are talking Van Cleef today for one specific reason that I will come on to. So why is it? Well, I just don't understand the hype. I don't understand the hype, which is really weird thing for somebody like me to say, because you could say that about any of these things. You could say, why do you see the hype in Louis Vuitton or in Hermes or in Chanel when you can get equally as good quality in some lesser known brands? Or do you know what I mean? It's like, it doesn't make any sense in my own brain, but I think bags are just my thing, so maybe that's just why. When I think of Van Cleef, I think of the Alhambra set, the collection. That's the most recognisable, I think. I have looked at it myself. I did go into, I think we were in Harrods, and I did go and have a look at it. And it is very beautiful. I do like the style of the Alhambra. I particularly like this one. I'll put a picture here. This is the 5 motif bracelet in the 18 karat gold, and it doesn't have any stone work in it. It is literally just gold. Is it called the guilloche? I've probably completely butchered that, but I think the way it sparkles in the light, I think it's absolutely beautiful. That is the one that I would, if I was ever to buy one, which, spoiler alert, no I won't be, but that is the one that I'm drawn to the most. So why have I never bought it? Well, firstly, the price. The price of these things. You can get an amazing quality, whether it's gold or diamond or whatever it is that you're looking for, at your local jeweller, and you're not paying for the brand, you're not paying for the marketing and all the rest of it. And I know it's completely contradictory for all these things, but for jewellery, for some reason, I don't gravitate to the real branded recognisable jewellery. I just don't. I also, the reason that I am at the gym all the time, literally all the time. And so for me to take bracelets on and off all the time, I just can't be bothered. So I don't really wear a watch that often. I do sometimes, but yeah, I can't be bothered to take them on and off all the time. And that is the reason I've never bought a love bracelet, because that stays on all the time and that would just get in the way. It would get scratched to high heaven at the gym. And as I say, I just cannot be bothered. So that is one reason why I don't really wear a lot of quite chunky jewellery, if you know what I mean. I think I've just got, this is my ideal little gorgeous necklace, and I just keep this on all the time because I can shower in it, I can do anything. I can go to the gym in it, and it's just pretty and it's lovely, and I don't have to worry about it. I can just keep it on all the time, which is what I want. And I understand that Van Cleef, some of their pieces are so delicate, like malachite is beautiful, but apparently it's very delicate, so you can't shower in it, all the rest of it. So I just think it is not worth the faff. I don't like faffing around. So that is a big reason for me. The price, as I've said, you can get something equally as beautiful. I know, I hear it from a local jeweller. That way you're supporting a local independent, and I do like that. Also, I just want to mention, because this has gone absolutely viral recently, and this is a lady called Monica, and I'm sure you've seen this on TikTok because it's just been everywhere, about how her Alhambra bracelet has tarnished. And I won't go through it all because I'm sure you've all seen it on various other channels as well. But in a nutshell, she bought the bracelet that I really like, and after, was it 2 months, it started to tarnish. She took it back, they polished it, it was still tarnished. She took it back, they refused to admit that it was tarnished. They kept saying that it was shadow, and yeah, they weren't happy about basically helping her, which is really bad, isn't it, when you're spending all this money and you're expecting a beautiful, beautiful piece of jewellery. And from my understanding, if something is solid gold, it will not tarnish. It will not tarnish. So why did it happen on that one? Anyway, she has a massive platform and used that platform in order to bring this to light. And of course, Van Cleef have come running back and sorted it all out for her and given her present of a coffee table book, which she thinks is quite ironic because the book is all about the quality and how things are made and everything. Anyway, at the end of the day, they have put it right for her. I think that in the end, did they just give her a refund? But she did have, before she used her platform, she was stuck with I suppose she had a dilemma that they said her options were to go and pay for it to be professionally cleaned again, which she shouldn't have to pay. And secondly, they could replace that one motif, but she would have to pay for that, which would be a fortune. Either way, it wasn't solving the issue. And she was told that these items do not come with any warranty. They have a 30-day, I suppose, like a return period. And after that, there's no warranty, which is crazy for something like this. I would assume that you would get a warranty, even a lifetime warranty for something. So I don't know. That would be my assumption on this. Anyway, what I wanted to say about this is, it is really bad that they did not sort this out for their customer. These pieces are not cheap. And even, honestly, it doesn't matter who the person is. They should put it right for their customer. Their customer service shouldn't be where you're battling to show something that isn't right, that clearly has an issue with it. However, if this person did not have such a massive platform, what would have happened? Well, probably she would have been stuck with the two choices that she had, and she would have been battling against that. And I think in one way it shows the power of social media. These companies can no longer get away with bad customer service, because it is going to be plastered all over social media for people who do have a platform. However, the downside of that is, what about all the people that don't have a platform? They can't use that influence. I'm hoping that maybe by bringing some of this to social media, that actually it may just help with the customer service of somewhere like Van Cleef, that they know that they can't do it, because I suppose they don't know who somebody is when they're walking in. They don't know if they've got a platform or not at that point in time. So I suppose maybe bringing it to light might help everybody. But I do think it's really bad that you have to go to that length in order to get things solved. And it shouldn't be like that, should it? I haven't heard, to be fair to Van Cleef, I haven't heard a lot of noise around the quality of Van Cleef. This is the first time it's come to my attention that somebody's had an issue, and it's gone absolutely viral, hasn't it? So everybody's now saying, oh, the quality is horrendous, and it must be gold plated, not solid gold, because gold doesn't tarnish. And she did this lady Monica did go and get her item tested, and it is solid gold. So yes, she wasn't given something that was substandard, but why did it tarnish? It doesn't make any sense. Anyway, I'm not an expert on these things. I just wish that the companies would treat everybody in the same way, and not because you are somebody who has a platform, then sort it out for them, where somebody else they wouldn't do that for. So it does put me off a little bit with buying Van Cleef, but it doesn't really, because I won't be buying it anyway. It's just not my cup of tea. I just like the bags, I do. And if I'm going to splurge on jewellery, I will just go to my local jeweller and I will find something, or they will design something, and I think that is a little bit more individual, and I do really like that. I tend to stick with costume jewellery, and yes, it's not worth the money, but at least it's a couple of £100 for some earrings, for example, rather than thousands of pounds for something that's really recognisable and everything else. So I'm just going to buy bits of costume jewellery as and when I want them, and it isn't that often, it isn't. So am I put off by buying Van Cleef? Not exactly. Will I be buying it? No, but not because of this viral thing that's gone on. Not because I think they've got quality issues. I just think it's really not for me. I would love to know if you guys, are you lovers of these massive branded jewellery, like brands? Are you a fan of Cartier? Are you a fan of Van Cleef? Are you somebody that likes all of the luxury? Or are you somebody who's a little bit more like me that sticks to the bags? Let me know. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on another one.